Okay, this is part 4. Um, had to sleep on this one a little bit. Got up this morning and wanted to continue again. I believe I left off at bringing up to my friend regarding the organ transplants with witnesses and how at one time they said that they were cannibalistic. And I said to him, yes, this is a fact. Now, I tried to make a point to him, and I said to him, now imagine after reading that article in the 67 Watchtower, you had a family member that needed a kidney transplant. And then after reading that article in the Watchtower in 1967, that it is deemed cannibalism in that a particular family member needs a kidney transplant and refuses because they don't want to be deemed a cannibal. Well, after refusing the transplant, that particular family member dies. And then years later you read this in the 1980 Watchtower from the Society. From the 1980 Watchtower, March 15th, page 31, there is no biblical command pointedly forbidding the taking in of other human tissue. It is a matter for personal decision. That's something to really think about, folks. If that doesn't sink into some people's brains, then they're too far gone. So I continued. I said to him, we do not question something like that, especially if a family member died. I certainly would. These are not just simple errors or mistakes. In fact, there was no apology for the many lives that were perhaps lost for that one little quote in the 67 Watchtower. How is a person to know that certain things like this are coming from Jehovah God, and not the whims of imperfect men? Every one of us has every right and freedom to question anything and everything, and research it to the fullest extent possible to see if it originates from Jehovah. If it does, great. But if it doesn't, then we have every right to research it and not be deemed a Judas for doing so. So his response was this: I wrote that email after a great amount of thought. If what I said does not make you think, then you are too far away from me in your thinking. The bottom line is, go and talk to the elders, because what I told you, you should have done something other than make more argument. Believe it or not, but don't spread this my way. I miss the friend that you were, but I don't like this nitpicking path that you are taking. What I think is you are looking for an excuse to do what you want. Think about this. What do you have that is better? You seem to be fixated on the past and are using this past to find fault with the current thoughts. I keep thinking that you are looking at yesterday's zits and saying that because of that old zit you cannot reconcile your beliefs. This is akin to saying to your wife that you can't love her because she had a zit on her leg when she was 14. If you felt that way, it would be sad and petty because there is so much more to her than an old blemished scar. You either need to make it a matter of prayer and then ask for help, or you need to take a stand and separate yourself from us misguided people. You can't have it both ways. So, my response to him was, there's a giant difference between a zit and people's lives at stake. All things presented are facts. I guess some people aren't ready for a slap in the face of reality and facts. Sorry, but I don't know how else to put it. Trust me, when things finally sunk into my brain, I was hurt. In fact, mortified. All I can reflect on is Jesus' words to the Jews at John 8:32. Truth should be just that. Truth in every way. Truth shouldn't be glossed over. It shouldn't change over time. And truth should not flip-flop. If something isn't truth or isn't even derived from Jehovah, we have every right and freedom to question it, especially if it is a man-made concept. But in the end, we all have to do what is right for us individually, and no man or woman should judge us either way. Personally, I am happier now than I ever have been. I have a great job, great wife, and two beautiful, happy children. We have no debt whatsoever, and we live a good, clean lifestyle. I reflect on many scriptures that I have read and try to live by much of what God has set forth in the scriptures. However, there are many things that are somewhat questionable with the society, and every brother and sister earthwide and everyone within their right mind needs to research and question these things and not be judged for it. Truth is where you find it, and facts cannot lie. So to sum up, I'll answer your question. What do I have that is better? My answer? The Bible and facts. Two things that cannot be disputed. So, he took some time responding. So finally, I sent him a message saying, waiting for a response, growing old here, waiting, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. So, his response was, sorry, but I need to spend my time with folks who are interested in learning more about the Bible, not those that are mired in endless debate. I thought that we could discuss as adults, but I realized, and it is further confirmed by your smart message, that talking with you on this subject is going nowhere. If you want to have a further discussion, I suggest that you go talk to your elders of your local congregation. So, my response to him was, I am very interested in learning everything about the Bible. In fact, the Greek interlinear is very interesting. I'm not debating with you, I just presented facts and even scriptural facts. As I have stated before, everything I pointed out was valid and factual points. I presented Bible scriptures and even society quotes. What's strangely odd is that you mentioned learning more about the Bible. Yet I quoted more scriptures and society material than you did. Not that it's a competition or anything. I just feel like everything I mentioned was just ignored and swept under the rug, and yet you said you care about me. Usually when a person cares for someone, they show care and compassion for the person and show interest in what they have to say. Remind me, did you not say you care about me? So, his final message to me, this is the final message that ended everything. He said, care I do, I suggest that you go to the elders of your local congregation. This is the last I will be talking to you at this time. After you have spoken to the elders about this, I will talk to you further. The end. So, let me end this here at this part 4, and I'll start at part 5, and I will try to sum everything up, and we'll just end it here.